Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our series on the Triple-Helix model. I'm the Economancer. So today we're going to be focusing on the role of the government in driving innovation and development alongside academia and industry. So government plays a critical role in creating the legal, regulatory, and financial frameworks necessary for innovation and development to flourish. These frameworks provide a necessary infrastructure to the Triple-Helix model to function and to create a favorable environment for innovation to occur. Government policies can encourage or discourage innovation, and they can promote or hinder the dissemination of knowledge spillovers. Governments also collaborate with academia and industry to support research and development. For example, government agencies may provide funding for research projects or partner with academic institutions to develop new technologies or solve other societal challenges. This collaboration can lead to a new knowledge base and an innovation that benefits society as a whole. In addition, government ensures that benefits of innovation are distributed equitably across society, though that's probably up in the air to really believe in, but they try to do this through taxation and other types of regulatory frameworks. So this involves policies that promote access to education and training for those new technologies, support for disadvantaged groups, and protection of intellectual property rights, which is actually the opposite of equal distribution in society. It's one of the leading causes of inequality. But government policies can also promote innovation in areas that have social benefits but may not be profitable for industry. However, there's something to think about here. The government's role in the Triple-Helix model is not without challenges. Government policies may sometimes be slow to respond to changes in the market or technological advancements. There may also be tensions between the government's desire to promote innovation and its responsibility to protect public interest. Research has shown that the main benefactors of tax policies are often politicians and special interest groups, those who seek to couple the political and economic systems for short-term political benefits. You can look at Paul 1991 on his work on regulation. Despite theoretical assumptions that clustering can offset the adverse effects of taxes, high tax burdens can motivate firms to leave the cluster, leading to a loss of knowledge spillover, particularly for tacit knowledge that we were talking about earlier. Furthermore, regulatory rigidity can lead to competitive exclusionary pressures and mimetic isomorphism, or in this case, coercive isomorphism. This is where firms adopt standard practices and common approaches as best practice are imitated. And then we have this coercive isomorphism, which reduces adaptation in firms. Again, this is DiMaggio, 1983. These pressures have a limiting factor on the knowledge production function that can cause adverse welfare effects to the economy as a whole. To maximize total knowledge production, we have to look at how the government uses different tax optimality and how that may be needed that favors knowledge production function over the clustered firms, where local populations need to understand how government policies interact with those special interest groups to increase transparency between policy and practice. So if you're looking to kind of think of what the government's role is and ways that we could probably improve it, we can think about how to integrate this account of spillover effects from education institutions, knowledge production, and how all of these play into the government's role, because the government has a lot more variety than it did, I'd say, 50 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. So the education institution and the institution of industry, or we can call them systems, wherever you want to call it, we need to understand how those also account for the political equilibrium, such as the case as we discussed earlier, in favor of clustered firms. So, in conclusion, government plays a critical role in the Triple-Helix model by accounting for the legal, regulatory, and financial frameworks necessary for innovation and development to flourish. However, we have to understand that government policies can sometimes have unintended consequences, such as the impact of tax policies on industry clustering and knowledge spillovers. Join us for our next video where we explore the individual in the Triple-Helix model. And what do I mean by that? I mean, I want to look at the redundancy matrix that you will get in the triple helix model and how that works on the individual persons in it, which we're going to call the person, so that university, industry, and academia. So if you want to learn more about this and you think that this is a really cool topic, please like, share, subscribe. Check out my other videos. I've got some on orthodoxy. I've got some on philosophy. I've got some on what I've been working on here lately, which is the next episode, is going to be chapter 3 of determinacy from Rosh Aspie's major book, An Introduction to Cybernetics. So we're all trying to wrap this together so we can all understand. So please like, share, subscribe, and have a good one.